Namaste. My name is JVN Manisha Singh, Assistant Professor in Department of Food and Biotechnology under Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am teaching you subject Unit Operation in Food Industries for class BSc FST for second semester and BTech FPT second semester. Okay, uh, in our previous session, we were discussed about the principles of fluid flow, and in today's session, we will discuss all about the heat transfer. So let's begin the topic. Sorry, heat transfer is an operation that occurs repeatedly in the food industry. Whether it is called cooking, baking, drying, sterilizing, or freezing, heat transfer is a part of the processing of almost every food. Okay, an understanding of the principles that govern heat transfer is essential to understanding of food processing, because without heat transfer there is no processing of food. Okay, I think it is clear to all. Then heat transfer is a dynamic process in which heat is transferred spontaneously from one body to the another cooler body. Okay, the rate of heat transfer depends upon the differences in the temperature between the bodies. The greater the difference in temperature, the greater the rate of the heat transfer. Okay, so the temperature difference between the source of the heat and the receiver of heat is therefore the driving force in heat transfer. An increase in the temperature difference increases the driving force and therefore increases the rate of heat transfer. The heat passing from one body to another travels through the same medium in which general offers resistance to the heat flow. Both these factors, the temperature difference and the resistance of the heat flow, affect the rate of heat transfer. As with the rate processes, these factors are connected by the general equation is rate of heat transfer is equal to driving force divided by the resistance. Okay, for heat transfer, the rate of heat transfer is equivalent to rate of the temperature difference divided by the heat flow of the resistance of the medium. Okay, so during processing, temperatures may change and therefore the rate of heat transfer will change, and this is called unsteady state heat transfer. In contrast to the steady state heat transfer, when the temperatures do not change, an example of unsteady state heat transfer is the heating and cooling of the cans in a retort to sterilize the contents. Unsteady state heat transfer is a complex since an additional variable time enters in the rate equation. Okay, so heat can be transferred in the three ways: conduction, by radiation, and by convection. So in conduction, the molecular energy is directly exchanged from the hotter to the cooler regions, and the molecules with greater energy communicating some of this energy to the neighboring molecules with less energy. An example of conduction is the heat transfer through the solid walls of the refrigerated store. Okay. Then next is radiation, and radiation is the transfer of heat energy by the electromagnetic waves which transfer heat from one body to the another in the same way as electromagnetic light waves transfer light energy. Okay, an example of radiant heat transfer is when a foodstuff is passed below a bank of electric resistance heaters that are red hot. Okay, next is the convection. Convection is the transfer of heat by the movement of groups of molecules in a fluid. The groups of molecules may be moved by either density changes or by forced motion of the fluid. An example of convection heating is cooking in a jacketed pan with a stirrer. Density changes cause heat transfer by the natural convection with a stirrer, and the convection is forced. In general, heat is transferred by the conduction in fluids by the conduction and the convection, and heat transfer by radiation occurs through the open space can often be neglected and is most significant when temperature differences are substantial. In practice, the three types of heat transfer may occur together. For calculation, it is often best to consider the mechanisms separately and then to combine them where necessary. Okay. So heat transfer is not to the foods is commonplace, but it is critical, and heating develops flavor and texture and ensures the product safety. Okay, so the food industry must ensure that all the parts of the product have sorry sorry have all been processed sufficiently without unacceptable loss of quality. Conventionally, food is significantly over processed to ensure the safety. Okay. Now, thermodynamics and the heat transfer. Heat is basically the form of energy that can be transferred from one system to the another as a result of temperature difference. Okay. Thermodynamics is a concern with the amount of heat transfer as a system undergoes a process from one equilibrium state to the another equilibrium. Okay. Heat transfer basically deals with the determination of the rates of such energy transfers, as well as variation of temperature. The transfer of energy as heat is always from the higher temperature medium to the lower temperature one. Okay, so heat transfer stops when the two mediums reach the same temperature. Okay, so heat transfer can be transferred in three different modes as we discussed earlier: conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay. So energy can be exist in the numerous forms such as thermal energy, mechanical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy, chemical energy, and the nuclear energy. There some constitutes the total energy, which is denoted as capital E of a system. Okay, the sum of all microscopic forms of energy is called as internal energy of a system. Okay. Next is internal energy, and it is the sum of the kinetic potential energies of the molecules. Sensible energy is the kinetic energy of the molecules. Latent heat is the internal energy associated with the phase change of a system. And chemical energy is nothing but the internal energy associated with the atomic bonds in the molecule. And nuclear energy is the internal energy associated with the bonds within the nucleus of the atom itself. Okay. So for the calculation of energy and enthalpy, in the analysis of the systems that involve the fluid flow, we frequently encounter the combination of properties U and PV. Okay, the combination is defined as an enthalpy, that is H is equal to U plus PV. The term PV represents the flow energy of the fluid and also known as flow work. Next is the energy transfer. Energy can be transferred to or from a given mass by two mechanisms, that is the heat transfer or the work. Heat transfer rate is the amount of heat transferred per unit time, and heat flux is the rate of heat transfer per unit area normal to the direction of the heat transfer, and power is the work done per unit time. Okay. So problems in the heat transfers are the safety, the problems of predicting the and validating food processes using a combination of modeling and visualization and enzyme temperature time indicators which pass through a process and show how much cooking they have received. And then the quality, the combination of the reaction engineering and heat transfer in the generation of the flavors and colors for ales, and process operation are how to clean food process plant. Okay. In this session, the question may ask from you is like explain the heat transfer and what is the different modes of heat transfer in solid, liquid, and gases. Likewise, questions will be asked from you in your exam and answer them accordingly. And I hope this session is clear to all. Thank you so much for watching this video.